which I hate in big arenas, that this is a thought police thing, and I do not like it. But when I use these words, this is my intent behind those words.
Yeah.
Wow.
So as long as you understand my intent.
Headed back to TV. Fox is reviving the series, which was the second highest rated comedy on ABC before it was canceled after a 6-season run.
I'm standing on it, say, look at the music, and look, it's a fire truck with naked men on it.
Tim Allen recently made waves by vocally criticizing Hollywood's embrace of woke culture, sparking debate across social media and news outlets. Known for his unapologetic humor, Allen expressed frustration with what he perceives as an industry-wide focus on political correctness and censorship, which he claims stifles creativity and open dialogue. His comments have resonated with fans who share his views while drawing criticism from others who see his stance as divisive.
And I grew up on Richard Pryor. You can't even go back and talk about the book he wrote.
Yeah.
You know, and then what I got to do sometimes is explain, which I hate in big arenas, that this is a thought police thing, and I do not like it. But when I use these words, this is my intent behind those words.
Yeah.
Wow.
So as long as you understand my intent, I still get people, well, just don't say it. And I said, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but they take it out of context and put it on Twitter or put it on Facebook.
I'm surprised they haven't. I'm surprised they haven't, because I do use some provocative words, but I tell them it's words that really got from my parents.
Yeah.
You know, they said this stuff, and we talked about it. I can't even say it here. I can't even point to it.
Yeah.
It is an alarming thing for comedians, but my act has really been about family and kids and growing up anyway. But I was going to say, if I do some stuff. The women in my life. I like parades. I used to like parades, which is a funny off story. I took my little ones. I'm not ignorant, but sometimes I play it. We went to see the Santa Monica parade down in on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Okay.
The gay parade.
Oh, okay.
I thought when it's gay, I thought when there would be floats and stuff. You don't want to take a 5-year-old to that parade. You don't want to.
On an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Tim Allen humorously shared his discomfort with bringing his young child to a Santa Monica parade, which turned out to be a gay pride event. Expecting traditional floats and marching bands, he was caught off guard by the parade's bold and adult themes, including scantily clad participants and fire trucks with provocative imagery. Allen used the moment to highlight how such events might not be suitable for children, expressing concern about the cultural shift in public events and their impact on younger audiences.
Hey, look, it's a fire truck with naked men on it.
It's not. There's no Bullwinkle.
No, well, there's no gay pride parades have a different tone than Disney on Ice parade.
And there's no ice for one
There's no
thing.
ice. It's a lot of nude guys on vehicles.
Tim Allen's life has been a mix of controversy, legal troubles, and resilience. In 1978, before his rise to fame, Allen was arrested at the Kalamazoo Battle Creek Airport with over 650 grams of cocaine. Facing a potential life sentence, he cooperated with authorities, providing information about other dealers, which reduced his sentence to 2 years and 4 months in federal prison. This experience deeply impacted him, leading to personal growth and a career pivot into comedy and acting upon his release. Later in his career, Allen's sitcom Home Improvement faced backlash when his co-star Patricia Richardson publicly noted a pay disparity, revealing that she earned significantly less than him despite their equal roles in the show's success. This stirred conversations about gender pay gaps in Hollywood. While Allen maintained his stance on the matter, it added to his public controversies. Despite these challenges, Allen transformed his career, becoming a beloved figure through roles in Toy Story and The Santa Claus. His story is a testament to redemption, but his outspoken views and past struggles continue to fuel discussions about his legacy.
Tim Allen is one of the most successful sitcom actors of all time, with 4 shows under his belt, but for the show that started it all, it was ended because of his wife. Tim Allen definitely didn't start his career in a good place, where in 1978 he was arrested for cocaine possession and did 2 years in prison. Then cut to 11 years later, he turned it around, where he had the show Home Improvements, where the first season had 24 episodes and he was making 35,000 episodes, so he made $840,000. Then cut to the 8th and final season of the show, he made $1.25 million per episode for 28 episodes, meaning he made $35 million. The only issue was the actress who played Tim Allen's wife, Patricia Richardson, who said throughout the entire series she was making less than half of what he was. They were actually offered a 9th season of the show by Disney, where they wanted to pay Tim Allen $2 million an episode for 28 episodes, so he'd make $56 million, and she would make $1 million an episode, so she'd make $28 million. And Patricia responded to that, saying she was a little bit too busy to do the show because of her kids, and she would only come back if she was paid the same amount as Tim Allen at $2 million. Disney declined because it would be too much money, and Tim Allen actually proposed the idea of writing her off the show. Disney declined that idea, so they canceled the show, and Tim Allen was pissed off. They're still friends to this day, and with that, I'm Charles Pearl. Subscribe to learn something.
Tim Allen once remarked, "There is nothing more dangerous to me, especially in this climate, than a funny, likable conservative." This statement reflects his belief that humor paired with conservative viewpoints can challenge the dominant narratives in today's cultural landscape. Allen suggests that comedy has become a battleground where differing ideologies often clash, and conservative comedians face heightened scrutiny. By being both funny and approachable, Allen believes such individuals can effectively bridge divides or provoke thought, making them perceived as a threat in a polarized environment. His words highlight the tension between comedy, politics, and free expression in modern culture.
Archie Bunker pushed boundaries.
It was like that.
He pushed boundaries. And Carroll O'Connor was not that guy at all. And I'm a version of that guy.
Yeah.
But I said there's nothing more dangerous to me, especially in this climate, than a funny, likable conservative. That was the most dangerous thing. That because he was mitigated on the show by a family of all women that had different opinions. Yeah. But the guy was a likable guy and really was a principled guy just about work and ethics and all this stuff. I think there's nothing more dangerous right now than a likable conservative.
When ABC canceled Last Man Standing, many speculated it was due to Tim Allen's outspoken conservative views, sparking backlash from his fans. However, Fox saw the show's potential and stepped in to revive it, giving Allen a renewed platform to connect with his loyal audience. The move turned what seemed like a setback into a major victory as the show continued to thrive and draw strong ratings on its new network. Ultimately, while ABC's decision may have aimed to sideline Allen, Fox's gamble on him paid off, proving that resilience and audience loyalty can turn challenges into triumphs.
Oh boy, are we on the verge of another conservative comeback? Last Man Standing, starring Tim Allen, headed back to TV. Fox is reviving the series, which was the second highest rated comedy on ABC, before it was canceled after a 6-season run. A Fox TV executive says the success of Roseanne's reboot has emboldened them to bring Allen back. But another Fox exec says he thinks the show wasn't canceled because of politics. In any case, here's a sneak peek at the reboot.
Tim Allen often speaks candidly about the evolving landscape of comedy and the challenges comedians face, particularly when it comes to government involvement in shifting societal norms. He has noted that increased regulation and heightened sensitivity around certain topics have at times constrained comedic freedom. Allen laments that comedy's essence, pushing boundaries and addressing uncomfortable truths, can be diluted by these limitations. Furthermore, he highlights another issue within the comedy industry: the lack of a union or formal protections for comedians. Comparing the comedy scene to a burlesque union, he points out that without organized support, performers are vulnerable to joke theft, a problem that undermines the creative process and intellectual property of comics. Thistle Farms and his own journey, Tim Allen reflected on his experiences with recovery and the principles that guide him. After being asked if he was familiar with Thistle Farms, Allen responded, "I've been drug and alcohol free for about 22 years, and I've been in a different program a little bit, but it was somebody of a different sort who reached out to me. It was so many years ago." He went on to emphasize a core principle of his recovery journey. Absolutely, a kid can't hold on to all these toys. This sentiment reflects Allen's belief in sharing wisdom and support, highlighting the importance of community and generosity in personal growth and healing.
What do y'all think of this? I know that you'd heard of Thistle Farms, Allison, but had you ever heard of Thistle Farms?
I've been drugs and alcohol free for about 22 years. I've been in a different program a little bit, yeah. But it was somebody of a different sort who reached out to me so many years ago, and even in my position, which was very different. But because I had money and I was a star, people help, they enable you to get by. And I heard what you said. The program I practice, it's all about, as soon as you get it, you got to give it away. Absolutely. A kid can't hold on to all these toys. And every time he sees a new toy, he goes, mine. He goes, you got to drop one of those before I can give you another one. Yeah. So what important that she said, and it really resonated with me, is that you get it. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a day-to-day thing. Giving back what somebody gives you. I see this happen right here. This is a miracle, and I see it in my particular program. I see it all the time.
And also that what you're saying though is you are amazing, Becca, for providing this opportunity for people, and that person is amazing for shining a light on you, going, hey, there's a problem. But at the same time, you have to be willing to receive it. You have to be willing to engage, and you have to be able to change your life. Somebody can't do that for you. So that's the amazing part as well.
What are your thoughts on Tim Allen's take on recovery and giving back? Share your views in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories and insights.